What's going on, guys? Just here back to my channel, and tonight in another video. And if you finished the other one, so come to this for Aew Rampage review and stuff. And yeah. So if you haven't watched SmackDown, go ahead and watch that one first, and then come to Rampage last if you want to. If you want to watch the review for SmackDown first, or just skip SmackDown and just come to Rampage, Aew Rampage, however how you want to do it. So anyways, let's get to it then. And we're gonna start with the first match, which is Chris Jericho versus Matt Sydal. Don Callis is joining Excalibur and Ian Riccaboni on the call for tonight's show, despite Danny Magic Matt Menard saying he was on the call on a post X on X earlier this evening. Anyways, Chris Jericho theme hits, and out he comes for his first match in front of a crowd since the rumors began. It's a tape show though, so they still played it safe. So yeah, Rampage is filmed on Wednesday night at the same time after AEW Dynamite is over. So yeah. Anyways, as he sells in the ring to fans singing his Judas theme, his music dies down and the entrance tune for his opponent hits. Out comes fellow veteran Matt Sydal for this one-on-one opener on this week's AEW Rampage. The bell sounds, and we're officially off and running with this one. Jericho starts off strong, but Sydal hits a wild kick that sends Jericho to the floor and allows him to take over on offense. He hits a big meteor dive, that's how you say it, from the ring apron to Jericho on the floor and then rolls him up back in the ring. He climbs to the top rope and hits another meteor in the ring for a close near fall attempt. Sydal joins another moment or so in the offensive driver's seat, but then Jericho takes over and locks him in his lion tamer slash Walter Jericho. Sydal is stuck in the hole for what seems like an eternity, but Sydal eventually makes it to the ropes to force the hole to be broken. We head to a mid-match break on that note as our opener continues. When we return, we see Sydal come close to pulling off the win a few times, but ultimately Jericho pulls off the win after this. Jericho heads to the back when he is attacked by Konosuke Takeshita. They they brawl and are broken up by security. So yeah, Chris Jericho won the match. So El Pento Zero Miedo versus Anthony Henry. This is the second match. The stage is set for our next match of the evening with Daddy Magic Matt Menard uh, filling in for Don Callis on commentary after he got involved in the Jericho Takeshita match, post match shenanigans. Yeah. The theme for Penta El Zero Miedo hits and the crowd goes wild as the Lucha Brothers member come to the ring. He sells inside where his opponent Anthony Henry is already waiting for him. The bell sounds and we're officially off and running with this one. We see Henry doing way better than many might expect throughout the. However, in the end, Penta hits a fear factor to pick up the win. A good match. So yeah, Penta El Zero Miedo won the match. So third match, Chris Statlander versus Queen Amanada. Amanada. Backstage, we see Renee Paquette standing by with Saraya and Ruby Soho, who come up bickering with each other. Soho sees Hardy Cameron and throws her up against the wall as why Angela Parker, of all people, Wyham Saraya behind Soho instructs Cameron what to say without Soho noticing. They blame it on Anna J. Saraya walks off and tells Cat not to look at her like that. After the feeling the the judgmental stare from backstage interviewer inside the arena, the theme for Chris Statlander hits and out she comes with Stokely Hathaway, which is weird. Behind her, clearly again looking to try and recruit her into his stable in the ring. And her opponent, Queen Aminata. The bell sounds, and off we go with our lone woman's bout of the inning. Aminata starts to fight back. She knocks the Statlander out to the floor and then builds up a full head of steam before diving through the ropes and splashing onto her at ringside. On that note, we shift gears and head into a mid-match commercial break. As the action continues, when we return, Statlander picks up the win, and Stokely feels like he helped. He makes it clear after the match in the ring with Chris. Pretty basic match here. So Chris Statlander won the match. So yeah, Darby Allin versus Jeff Hardy main event. We had backstage where Sanjay Dunn, is alone with Jay Lethal and says it's good that Jeff Jarrett and Karen aren't around this week to cut him off. He talks about how he can't take much more of this, and maybe his destiny is to go after singles gold. Sanjay thinks he wants the wrong Jarrett. He wants the wrong Jarrett out. So he says he'll make a call, and Karen is gone now. Santam Singh comes up and disagrees, saying they should get rid of Jeff and keep Karen as a leader. Lethal is annoyed again and says this is what he's talking about. We head to another commercial break. As we return, we see Chris Statlander and Stokely Hathaway backstage when Willow Nightingale walks up saying her flight was canceled, and it being presumed that Stokely did it. Chris ends up leaving things on a positive note with Stokely, which Willow didn't seem to like. Stokely did, of course. Back in the arena, the theme hits for Darby Allin, and he makes his way to the ring for our final match of the evening. As he settles in the ring, commentators talk us through his crazy high spot from the top of the Tron screen at AEW Dynamite Homecoming. They mention how he almost broke his neck. Menard points out that he slept in his car last night. The theme for his opponent hits, and out comes Jeff Jarrett. The bell sounds, and we're officially off and running with this week's headline about here on Aew Rampage. Allin hits a big shotgun drop kick early on. Hardy ends up on the floor, and Allin heads to the top rope, where he leaps off for another big high spot to the charismatic Enigma on the floor. After hitting a big flipping splash off the top on Hardy, we see Hardy start to fight back and take over at ringside. Hardy sends Allin flying across the commentary desk with authority. The ref gets on Jeff's case to calm down. The commentators emphasize the mean streak that Hardy is showing, as well as he slams him into the steel barricade. He hops on the ring apron and hits a leaping clothesline onto Allin on the floor. Darby unfolds a steel chair and sits Jeff on it. He heads back in the ring, builds up a full head of steam, and dives out to the floor. Hardy moves at the last second, and Allin hits a chair in an awkward fashion. Ouch. On that note, we shift gears and head into a mid-match commercial break as our main event of the evening continues. When we return, we see a bunch of additional high spots from both guys, including a table spot that saw Jeff and lay Darby out on the table and attempt a swanton bomb, only for Jeff to end up going through the table. Soon after this, Allin reverses out of a twist of fate attempt from Hardy to the win. Excellent win from main event to. So yeah, Darby Allin defeated Jeff Hardy. So yeah, tonight was good. AEW was good and stuff, and yeah, so good as simple as always. AEW would always do a good job in the WWE. So y'all can hate me for that. I don't care. Anyways, tonight was good, and last night was good and stuff. So sorry I've been talking weird while I was breathing and everything. So yeah, anyways, that was it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed this. If you watched SmackDown first, or the review or whatever, and yeah, anyways, that was it for this video, and see you guys, which is way after AEW Collision is over. So anyways, that was it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Laters.